Phyllida Barlow at the British Pavilion, and we are in the middle of these massive sculptures that are typical of her. Please, one of the curators of the exhibition, can you tell about the project?
Yes, well, I've been working with Phyllida for the past year, putting together this fantastic exhibition called Folly.
That is a real folly.
Yes,
As you can see.
the name Folly, I mean, there's lots of different ways, and I think that's part of how Phyllida works, is there's lots of meanings that you can pull out. There's not one set way to look at these things. In English, Folly can mean a reference to a sort of architectural building that's kind of not for much a real purpose. It's for sort of sheltering in the landscape. It can be quite decorative, but it can also mean a kind of foolish endeavour as well. So there's a lot of playfulness in the exhibition. I mean, Phyllida makes these incredibly big sculptures, but in a very sort of realistic, achievable way for the way she works. As you can see, all of these things they break down into quite a sort of human size. So even though these pieces are very large in scale, and that's something she really wanted to do here, she wanted to use the entire space of the exhibition.
Transformed completely.
Yeah. So she really wanted to reach up into the leaves, but all these things have been made on a very, very people-sized scale. These parts break down into sections, so you can build them up very quickly and speedily. And the materials she uses are very key in her process. She uses materials like concrete, polystyrene, very cheap, readily available materials, and it's something she's always worked with. Things that are around her, things that she can get easily. And it's just developed into these larger scale works that she can produce quick but impressive sculptures. And sometimes other sculptors may make objects of this scale, but using materials that really mean that they are very heavy, very difficult to move. These have been very difficult to move and install. However, the lightness of some of them is another sort of bit of trickery that she likes to play with. So she loves the theatricality of the space and people in here enjoying and activating these works and being able to see the sort of scale and the rents you see in the side of these tears in the columns are very deliberate in that she wants people to see how these are constructed and to show people that there is a bit of artifice and there's a bit of theatricality, the idea of facades. That also kind of tunes in with what she feels about Venice as well, because there are a lot of theatrical aspects to Venice and the architecture of the buildings, the dressing of the buildings, but behind that sometimes there's a lot of framework and it's not so pretty. You'll see that in the other final room, the room at the back of the pavilion, this balcony that you can see the back of. There's a lot of spaces if you move around where she's built walls that are at quite aggressive angles, quite confrontational angles, but she's very keen on people seeing the actual engineering and makings of those as well. So there's this beautiful vision you get on one side, but you can then see what's going on.
Space.
Yes, absolutely. So she's really excited about being able to play with the space in this room. All the rooms actually. This is a very full room with a lot of different objects that she took a long time to consider where to put them. But if you move around the space, you can see some other ones that she's almost been difficult on purpose with the visitor, because you really have to engage with the works to move around the space, think about how they got in there, think about how she made them, and enjoy having that sort of personal space interrupted. That's a very interesting part of her work as well.
Thank you.